Everybody, and today what we're going to be doing is a very serious video because we're going to be looking at the best wrestler of all time. I thought about a lot of things. I thought about, title wins, major accomplishments, things like that, and I compiled them all, and I figured out that by a wide margin, it's Gilbert, one of the best wrestlers from the Attitude Era into the Ruthless Aggression Era, and even a little bit before then in the New Gen. So we're going to be looking at all of his career stats, everything like that, and just seeing how good he was. This video won't be that long, just a deep look into how good he was. So he started on the American Indies as a part of a masked team called the Lords of Darkness, and his name was Pain. And he was the MWF's first ever tag team champions. He also was in ECW a little bit, but didn't do that much in his early career. He started to blossom later on. And his first WF tenure, he wasn't that popular. He was intentionally booked as a jobber and would lose almost every single match. And this is something that is kind of offensive now in hindsight, looking at just how good he became, that he was a jobber ahead of time. Kind of like how Daniel Bryan was a jobber. Bryan Danielson. Insane. But he did leave the company soon after that. Good, get him out and then recover on more definitive work. He went to WCW and the Indies, not for WCW long, but he mostly stayed in the Indies for a while. Worked in, the East Coast, Canada, and he was a big star in the Indies. A lot of people went to see him. He was main eventing most of the shows he would participate at and would win titles pretty often. He came back to WWE in 1998 and was Mankind's mystery opponent at Survivor Series 1998. A very shocking debut. Not many people expected that one. And he won complete squash. Not surprising. They figured out, okay, this guy's actually really good. Let's not be, so careless with him. He lost the tournament to The Rock after Vince McMahon had turned on him. But, oh well. He would definitely lost him a little bit later on into his career. He would join the Job Squad and win the WWE, WWF title a couple times. He won it again during Halftime Heat during Super Bowl 33, very well known, one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows of all time. He had also won it earlier at Survivor Series, throw off to Survivor Series, but lost it at the Royal Rumble, then won it back at this Halftime Heat. So he retired Mark Marrow as well, but he didn't re-challenge The Rock for this title because he wanted, other people to have a good career before he started becoming oh so good. He would win the light heavyweight title after turning into Gilbert, or a parody of Goldberg, WCW's biggest star. Obviously mocking somebody, but he was so good that it wasn't really a mocking, more of an upperclassmanship of the gimmick of Goldberg, just as Gilbert. He would do a few things at this. You can pause if you want to read it all, but I'm not going to say all of this. He would go on to win the title in 1999, beating Triple H for it on an episode of SmackDown, and would hold it all the way until WrestleMania 17, where he did lose it to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the only reason he really lost was the fact that the match was no disqualification and that he was shot with a gun. But doctors were able to resuscitate him, and he was able to continue wrestling. So he started to wind down his career, and he won a lot of titles as he was winding down his career, and stopped really in 2004 and appeared occasionally all the way until 2020. And every time he appeared would win and then immediately vacate the WWE title again, just letting those younger kids win the title for themselves. He would have his longest match after that in the main event of WrestleMania 18 against Stacy Keibler at a total of .00000083246 seconds. A really long match. Props to Stacy for lasting that long against Gilbert. But, oh well, he's so talented. I'm not surprised. Final career summary, he retired on February 28th of 2020, and he had an overall career win-loss record of 812,386,438 to 10. He was a 46-time WWE champion, main evented every WrestleMania between 16 and 27, didn't lose a match after WrestleMania X7, and won every single title in every company around the world, unifying them all and just vacating them in 2012 due to a need for surgery to repair a torn pec. He had defeated the entire roster multiple times in handicap matches and did so each time in under 42 seconds. April Fools. Obviously, Gilbert did not actually do all of those things. In fact, he was just a jobber in his career, but today is April 1st. I don't think I might have tricked any of y'all. I think the first 4 slides were kind of believable, but started to get a little obscure there. I hope I was able to get at least a few of you If I did, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. I won't mock you for it. It's definitely believable there at the beginning. I had a really good poker face, if you don't mind me saying. But yeah, just having some fun today. Everybody have a good April Fools. Make sure to prank everybody as you need to. Make sure to have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good dawn, good dusk, good whatever. Make sure to watch any other videos on the channel if you want to. Have some fun. Don't forget to subscribe. If we hit 500 before WrestleMania, I'll do whatever the top wrestling related comment is on the most recent post. And goodbye.